हेतधीर
एतान् वेगान् यो विषहेतधीर
सर्वामपि मां पृथिवीं शशिष्यात्
सर्वामपि मां पृथिवीं शशिष्यात्
अत्याहार प्रयासश्च
अत्याहार प्रयासश्च
प्रजल्पो नियमाग्रह
प्रजल्पो नियमाग्रह
जनसङ्गश्च लौल्यं च
जनसङ्गशलोल्यं च
षड्भिर्भक्ति विनश्यति
सद्भिर्भक्तिर्विनश्यति
उत्साहात् निश्चयात् धैर्यात्
उत्साहान्निश्चय धैर्यात्
तत्तत्कर्म प्रवर्तनात्
तत्तत्कर्म प्रवर्तनात्
सङ्गत्यागात् सतो वृत्ते
सङ्गत्यागात् सतो वृत्ते
षड्भिर्भक्ति प्रसिद्ध्यति
सद्भिर्भक्ति प्रसिद्ध्यति
ददाति प्रतिगृह्णाति
ददाति प्रतिगृह्णाति
गुह्यमाख्याति पृच्छति
गुह्यमाख्याति पृच्छति
भुङ्क्ते भोजयते चैव
भुङ्क्ते भोजयते चैव
षड्विधं प्रीतिलक्षणम्
सद्विधं प्रीतिलक्षणम्
कृष्णेति यस्य गिरितां मनसा ध्रियेत
कृष्णेति यस्य गिरितां मनसा ध्रियेत
दीक्षास्ति चेत् प्रणतिभीष्टभजन्तमीशम्
दीक्षास्ति चेत् प्रणतिभिश्च भजन्तमीशम्
शुश्रूषया भजन विज्ञमनन्यमन्य
शुश्रूषया भजन विज्ञम् अनन्य
निन्दादिशून्यहृदमीप्सितसङ्गलब्ध्या
निन्दादिशून्यारिदमीप्सितसङ्गलब्ध्या
दृष्टै स्वभावजनितैर्वपुषाश्च दोषैः
दृष्टे स्वभावजनितैर्वपुषश्च दोषे
न प्राकृतत्वमिह भक्तजनस्य पश्येत्
न प्राकृतत्वमिह भक्तजनस्य पश्येत्
गङ्गाम्भसां न खलु बुद्बुदफेण पङ्कैर्
गङ्गाम्बशां खलु बुद्बुदफेन पङ्कैः
ब्रह्मा द्रवत्वमपगच्छति नीरधर्मैः
ब्रह्मादपगच्छति नीरधर्मैः
स्यात् कृष्णनामचरितादिसिताप्यविद्या
कृष्ण नाम सरितादिसिताप्यवेद्या
पीतोपतप्तरसनस्य नरोचिकानो
पीतोपतप्तरसनस्य नरोचिकानो
किन्त्वाधरादनुदिनं खलु सैव जुष्टा
किन्त्वाधारदनुदिनं खलु शैव जुष्टा
स्वाद्विक्रमात् भवति तद्गदमूलहन्त्री
ददति कन्दमूलहन्त्री
तन्नामरूपचरितादिषु कीर्तनानु
तन्नामरूपचरितादिषु कीर्तनानु
स्मृत्योक्रमेण रसना मनसि नियुज्य
स्मृत्यो क्रमेण रसना मनसि नियोज्य
तिष्ठन् व्रजे तदनुरागी जनानुगामी
तिष्ठान् व्रजे तदनुरागी जनानुगामी
कालं नयेदखिलमित्युपदेशसारम्
कालं नयेदखिलमित्युपदेशसारम्
Now the meter changes. वैकुण्ठजनितो वरा मधुपुरी तत्रापि रासोत्सवात्
वैकुण्ठजनितो वरा मधुपुरी तत्रासोत्सवात्
वैकुण्ठजनितो वरा मधुपुरी तत्रापि रासोत्सवात्
वैकुण्ठजनितो तत्रापि रासोत्सवात्
वृन्दारण्यमुदारपाणिरमणात् तत्रापि गोवर्धना
वृन्दारण्यवदापि रमणा तत्रापि गोवर्धन
विक्रीडित राधाकुण्डमिहापि गोकुलपते प्रेमामृतप्लावनात्
राधाकुण्डमिहापि गोकुलपते
राधाकुण्डमिहापि गोकुलपते प्रेमामृतप्लावनात्
राधाकुण्डमिहापि गोकुलपते प्लावनात्
कुर्यादस्य विराजितो गिरितटे सेवां विवेकिनक
कुर्यादस्य विराजतो गिरितटे सेवं विवेकिनाक
कर्मिभ्यः परितो हरे प्रियतव व्यक्तिं ययुर्ज्ञानिनः
कर्मेभ्यो परितो हरे प्रियतया
तेभ्यो ज्ञानविमुक्तभक्तिपरमा प्रेमैकनिष्ठास्तथा
ज्ञानविमुक्तभक्तिपरमा निश्चिता
तेभ्यो ज्ञानविमुक्तभक्तिपरमा प्रेमैकनिष्ठास्तथा
तेभ्यो ज्ञानविमुक्तभक्तिपरमा
तेभ्यस्ता पशुपालपङ्कजदृशस्ताभ्योपसी राधिका
पालपङ्कजदृशा ताभ्योऽपि सराधिका
प्रेष्टा तद्वदीयं तदीयसरसि तां नाश्रयेत् काकृति
तेभ्यस्त्वमियं तदीयसरसि काकृते
कृष्णस्योचै प्रणयवसति कृष्णस्योचै प्रणयवसति प्रेयसीभ्योऽपि राधा
कृष्णस्य
कुण्डं चास्य मुनिभिरभितस्तादृग्व्याधये
कुण्डं चास्य मुनिभिरमिता तद्रागे व्याव्याधे
यत्प्रेष्ठैर्यप्यलं सुलभं किं पुनर्भक्तिभजम्
यस्यैरन्नप्रलं सुलभं किं पुनर्भक्तिभाजम्
तत्प्रेमेदं सकृद् अपि सरः स्नातोरविष्करोति
Prabhu, it's like this. Krishnasya pranaya na 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 na. Krishnasya pranaya vaisati prativyo virada. Yeah, it's like that, Prabhu.
Which one?
Can I sing?
Yeah, sure.
Krishnasya
कृष्णस्योचैर्प्रणयवसति प्रेयसेभ्योऽपि राधा कुण्डं चास्य मुनिभिरभितस्तदृकेव व्यधायि यत्प्रेष्ठाभिरप्यलमसुलभं किं पुनर्भक्तिभाजं तत्प्रेमेदं सकृदपि सरस्नातुरविष्करोति श्री उपदेशामृत की
Jai.
ट्रांसलेशन
A sober person who can tolerate the urge to speak, the mind's demands, the actions of anger, and the urges of the tongue, belly, and genitals is qualified to make disciples all over the world.
One's devotional service is spoiled when he becomes too entangled in the following 6 activities: eating more than necessary or collecting more funds than required, over-endeavoring for mundane things that are very difficult to obtain. 3. Talking unnecessarily about mundane subject matters. 4. Practicing the scriptural rules and regulations only for the sake of following them and not for the sake of spiritual advancement, or rejecting the rules and regulations of the scriptures and working independently or whimsically. 5. Associating with worldly-minded persons who are not interested in Krishna consciousness. And 6. Being greedy for mundane achievements.
There are 6 principles favorable to the execution of pure devotional service: being enthusiastic, endeavoring with confidence, being patient, acting according to regulative principles, such as Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, hearing, chanting, and remembering Krishna, abandoning the association of non-devotees, and following in the footsteps of the previous acharyas. These 6 principles undoubtedly assure the complete success of pure devotional service.
Offering gifts in charity, accepting charitable gifts, revealing one's mind and confidence, inquiring confidentially, accepting prasada, and offering prasada are the 6 symptoms of love shared by one devotee and another.
One should mentally honor the devotee who chants the holy name of Lord Krishna. One should offer humble obeisances to the devotee who has undergone spiritual initiation, diksha, and is engaged in worshiping the deity. And one should associate with and faithfully serve that pure devotee who is advanced in undeviated devotional service and whose heart is completely devoid of the propensity to criticize others.
Being situated in his original Krishna conscious position, a pure devotee does not identify with the body. Such a devotee should not be seen from a materialistic point of view. Indeed, one should overlook a devotee's having a body born in a low family, a body with a bad complexion, a deformed body, or a diseased or infirm body. According to the ordinary vision, such imperfections may seem prominent in the body of a pure devotee, but despite such seeming defects, the body of a pure devotee cannot be polluted. It is exactly like the waters of the Ganges, which sometimes during the rainy season are full of bubbles, foam, and mud. The Ganges water do not become polluted. Those who are advanced in spiritual understanding will bathe in the Ganges without considering the condition of water.
The holy name, character, pastimes, and activities of Krishna are all transcendently sweet, like sugar candy. Although the tongue of one afflicted by the jaundice of avidya, ignorance, cannot taste anything sweet, it is wonderful that simply by carefully chanting these sweet names every day, a natural relish awakens within his tongue, and his disease is gradually destroyed at the root.
The sense of all advice is that one should utilize one's full time, 24 hours a day, in nicely chanting and remembering the Lord's divine name, transcendental form, qualities, and eternal pastimes, thereby gradually engaging one's tongue and mind. In this way, one should reside in Vraja, Goloka Vrindavanadama, and serve Krishna under the guidance of devotees. One should follow in the footsteps of the Lord's beloved devotees who are deeply attached to his devotional service.
The holy place known as Mathura is spiritually superior to Vaikuntha, the transcendental world, because the Lord appeared there. Superior to Madhurapuri is the transcendental forest of Vrindavan, because of Krishna's Ras Leela pastimes. And superior to the forest of Vrindavan is Govardhan Hill, for it was raised by the divine hand of Sri Krishna and was the site of his various loving pastimes. And above all, the super excellent Sri Radhakund stands supreme, for it is overflooded with the ambrosial nectarian prem of the Lord of Gokula, Sri Krishna. Where then Where then is that intelligent person who is unwilling to serve this divine Radha Kund, which is situated at the foot of Govardhan Hill?
In the Shastra, it is said that all types of fruitive workers, he who is advanced in knowledge of the higher values of life, is favored by the Supreme Lord Hari. Out of many such people who are advanced in the knowledge jnanis, one who is practically liberated by virtue of his knowledge may take to devotional service. He is superior to others. However, one who has actually attained prema, pure love of Krishna, is superior to him. The gopis are exalted above all the advanced devotees because they are totally dependent upon Sri Krishna, the transcendental cowherd boy. Amongst the gopis, Srimati Radharani is the most dear to Krishna. Her Kunda, lake, is as profoundly dear to Lord Krishna as this most beloved of the gopis. Who then will not reside at Radha Kunda and in a spiritual body supercharged with ecstatic devotional feelings, apakrita bhava, render loving service to the divine couple Shri Radha Govinda, who perform their Ashtakaliya Leela, their eternal eightfold daily pastimes. Indeed, those who execute devotional service on the banks of Radha Kund are the most fortunate people in the universe.
Of the many objects of favored delight, and of all the lovable damsels of Vrajabhumi, Srimati Radharani is certainly the most treasured object of Krishna's love. And in every respect, her divine Kunda is described by great sages as similarly dear to him. Undoubtedly, Radha Kunda is very rarely attained even by the great devotees. Therefore, it is even more difficult for ordinary devotees to attain. If one simply bathes once within those holy waters, one's pure love of Krishna is fully aroused. Jai.
No, Brody, I think we should do reflections. Yeah. So, should I use the mic? I'll just use the mic. So, if someone wants to share something that they thought of while reciting the prayers from Padishamrita or reading the translation, or maybe you connected something that you heard today from your life or something that's been going on. If someone wants to share. Yeah, Ria?
Maybe one from the boys, one from the girls.
Yeah.
Anything that comes to your mind, any words, anything.
Yeah, more can share also. But Ria.
Yeah, definitely.
No, Brody, yeah. At least one.
It's not that big, but like I noticed as I was like reading the translation that it kind of like it's kind of going like upwards, I guess. Like it starts from like what you should avoid, and then it goes to what you should do, and then eventually you go to like chanting, and then Vrindavan.